Today I am traveling outside of London. I am going to take the train slash bus slash wherever it tells me to go, I don't know yet, to the HMV Vault, which is located in Birmingham, UK, and it's the largest physical media store in the UK. So I figured I would just go ahead and vlog this experience and take you all along for the ride. I did look up the store on the internet, and it says that there are like 80,000 CDs, like 20,000 Blu-rays, every single 4K that has been released in the UK is housed in this store for purchase. So I am expecting to have to make a shipment back to the US because I'm going to splurge today. I've not really been spending too much on this trip. I leave for Barcelona in 2 days where I'm not really going to be spending money outside of groceries. Yeah, come along with me for the ride. I'm a little bit nervous. I have not taken the public transit here yet, so I'm not really sure how it works, and I don't want to get lost or mess up. However, we're just going to go for it. Come along with me for the ride and see what happens. I have located the shop, so we are going to go inside. As we can see, there is still the gigantic Tortured Poets department all over the front. All right, it is looking pretty promising in here. This place is massive. So yeah, again, let's go see what we can find. I'm coming to you because I discovered this little dedicated Taylor Swift area. We love to see it. Found this fun little bag. Karma is a cat. Tempted to get it, but I'm not going to because traveling. Then over here, we've just got some, new releases, all of that jazz. We've got Chappell Roan going on right here. We got some HMV exclusive Sabrina Carpenter. Tempted to get it, to be honest. So I have now found the film section, so I will show you that. So we've got all of this to go through. Got all of this to go through. Got some new releases here. If you guys haven't seen this one yet, you have to check it out. It's so good. I love this cover, but I just got it in the US, so I'm not gonna ship this back. Also, the DVD cases here, I've seen a lot of cool ones. In Terrifier 2, they have a red version, which is just really cool. But yeah. So we have Indicator 2 for $15, which I don't really collect Indicator. But we've got Arrow Video. I could really get in trouble here. 88 Films, which I've just started collecting, so some pretty cool stuff. They've got an only at HMV collection, so I should probably start here. Like, come on guys, look at this stuff. We've got this really cool edition of the original House of Wax. Barry Lyndon, pretty cool. The Thing. So I'm just gonna do some looking around. Oh, I have to show you this right here. So we've got Batman right here. And then we also have Buzz Lightyear. More than life size. So yeah, but I'm gonna do some looking around and then I'll pop in, I don't know. This to be touted as the biggest shop for physical media in the entirety of Europe, it was not that impressive. I don't know that it was worth 5 hours on the train, to be honest with you, but the positive is that I learned how to use the London Tube system, and then I also learned how to use the National Rail. Obviously, if you're in the US, you know that we don't really have public transit like that. So that was fun. That was interesting. I overpaid for my trip back on the National Rail because I wanted to go faster, and then I boarded the wrong train anyways, so that was unfortunate. I like double paid, but it's what it is. I learned from it, so we're moving on. Today I am about to go catch a show, so I have to make this kind of quick, but I did want to show you the haul that I got. I have to travel with all of this in my check-in luggage, so maybe not the smartest decision. I could have ordered all this online. However, that is not an experience, so let's just go through it super quickly. First thing to note is that everything other than this first item or two that I'm going to show you, I have not seen at all, so it's an entirely new experience for me, so I'm excited to get into those when I do make it back to the States. These first two items, I've wanted them since they released, but I do have other editions of these films also in 4K, so I didn't feel the need to buy them, but then I saw them in person and I just figured, why not? I'm already here. And that is Avatar and Avatar: The Way of Water. So these are the like 4-disc collector's editions that came out a couple months back. The first one has 10 hours of bonus features, it says, and then this one has like 8 hours of bonus features. So yeah, these were £30 each, so about the equivalent of the US price. However, one of these, I believe the first one, if I'm not mistaken, is constantly sold out on Amazon, so now I own them and I can get rid of the other editions. These are the only two items I've seen, so everything else in this stack is brand new to me. Up next, I bought this film because one, I didn't think it had a release in the US. I did look at it on Amazon and I was able to find it there, but it was like $31, and I just know in my heart and soul that it would not come with a slipcover. So I decided to buy Bones and All with Timothée Chalamet. My friend Brian absolutely loves this film, and if he loves it, then I'll most likely get something out of it. We have similar yet different tastes. It was only £7. It's on sale, and it has this lovely slipcover. So yeah, Bones and All. Okay, so I have two films by Gaspar Noé. I absolutely love Climax, and yeah, so I decided why not just jump in. This was on sale. It's from Indicator, and they were having a sale for 2 for £15. Originally, they were £10 each. I have Irreversible by Gaspar Noé. I have no idea what this film is about. Not a single idea, but I like the cover art. Two versions of the film: the 2002 original theatrical cut, which is 98 minutes, and the 2020 straight cut, which reassembles the events in chronological order, and it's only 90 minutes. So it's actually a shorter version, which is interesting. I'm sure I'll watch both eventually, but of course I'm going to start with the theatrical release. This next film I'm super excited about. Again, I have not seen it yet, but this was only £13 and it came with a slipcover. It's nice and shrink wrap, and this went to so many like festivals around the world. It does say Film 4 and BFI Presents, so BFI is connected to this film in some way. The reason that I bought this film is because the lead star, Mia McKenna Bruce, is absolutely incredible in the Vampire Academy TV series. R.I.P. Gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten. I absolutely loved that adaptation of my favorite book series, and she did amazing in the character of Mia. So I've had my eye on this for a while, and you cannot get this physically in the US that I'm aware of, so I just went ahead and bought it here. But that is How to Have Sex. This actually won. It's the winner of the 2023 Cannes Film Festival, so super excited to have this in the collection, super excited to check this one out. This next one is also one that I don't believe is released in the US. In the US, it is considered a Netflix film. This stars Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore, and I'm super excited to watch it. It is May, December. As you may or may not know, I am a film student in Atlanta at the Savannah College of Art and Design, and we had to do like a producer portfolio for one of my fave professor's classes. Miss Hyde, if you're watching, see you, love you. But we each had to do a professor portfolio, and one of my classmates actually did his portfolio on the producer of this film. I am too blind to see who that is right now, but it's a female producer, and she always produces Todd Haynes directed films. So yeah, this has been on my radar since the fall of last year in 2023, and I'm super excited to check it out. There's like an age gap relationship between Natalie Portman and a former student of hers. Seems pretty out there, and I love Natalie Portman. She is top 2 actors of all time. I absolutely love her, so super excited to check that out. Up next, this is the second film that I got in the Indicator 2 for 15 bundle. I don't really know anything about this, but there were very few to select from to get the bundle, and I like the artwork. I've seen a few of the physical media channels that I follow talking about this release, so I just figured why not go ahead and pick it up. I do believe this is just a Blu-ray, but it is region-free. Not that that matters. I do have a region-free player, which is amazing. If you don't have one, get one for yourself. That way you're not limited on the physical media that you can purchase. So this is Body Double, directed by Brian De Palma, who, as we know, famously gave us the original Carrie, starring Sissy Spacek. Up next, we have a horror film that I found from the producer of It, and I believe it says The Babadook, but it's called Baghead. It was on sale for £12. Yeah, you can kind of see it. But yeah, this just sounds like kind of a psychological, like supernatural horror film, and that's all I needed to know. I like the artwork, I like the slipcover, and the movie does sound interesting, so yeah. I guess I'll let you know how that goes. We have a film from 88 Films, which I've started collecting recently when I got the Urban Legends trilogy box set from them, which is an incredible box set. Comes with posters and art cards and like all sorts of things, plus all 3 Urban Legends films on Blu-ray. This stars Virginia Madsen from Candyman fame, but where I know her from is the number 23 starring Jim Carrey, which is a psychological thriller about like numerology, and people sleep on that movie. I think it's really good. Like, I don't understand why no one talks about it. But anywho, this has an incredible slipcover. It's from 1987, and it's the slipcase that is included does say limited edition slipcase and booklet. So I got those as well. This was £13, and it's Zombie High, like I said, starring Virginia Madsen. Up next, we have another film called Baghead. The reason I got this is it was 50% off, so it was from £12 to £6. It's also one of the first films, if not the first film. I'm not 100% sure, but it is written, directed, and produced by the Duplass brothers, who I just think are really interesting from a career standpoint and as an independent filmmaker myself. This also stars Greta Gerwig, so she is an actress in this film. But yeah, like I said, this one is also called Baghead. Don't really know much about it. It says it's a comedy, but then there's also a masked person with a knife on the back. So I don't know if it's a horror film as well, or if it's a comedy or a horror comedy. I guess we'll figure it out later on. I found this box set of a TV series, which I'm not a fan of, but I've never finished it. And I'm going to watch through the whole thing and hope it gets better. Also, as far as I'm aware, this TV series does not have a release in the US, and if it does, it's DVD, and it's not a complete series box set. So we got Shadowhunters, the Mortal Instruments TV series. I got a few episodes into this, maybe 5 or 6 episodes into the first season, and genuinely just thought it was so bad. I don't like the books either. I don't know why I bought this. It was £70, you guys, which USD, that's probably like $90+. But it was just the fact that I've never seen it. The fact that we cannot get this in the US, it really made me like spring for this one. So you can see like each season gets its own Blu-ray case. Okay, so for our final film in this media stack, we have an Arrow release. There were so many Arrow releases that I put back. I'm a huge fan of Arrow. Arrow and Second Sight are my favorite boutique labels for physical media, so it was really hard to put those back, but I was worried about shipping them home or, you know, fitting them into my luggage. But then I had to buy a new luggage anyways because I ripped my other luggage by overstuffing it, and there's plenty of room. But I didn't know that because I didn't pick it up until after I was back in London. But anywho, this is Lux Eterna, I believe is how you would pronounce this, and it is also a film by Gaspar Noé. It has this beautiful slipcover. Maybe I should have unwrapped everything so there's not so many glares, but you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to keep them protected in the suitcase until I get home. Don't know anything about this, have not seen it, but I am a fan of the filmmaker, I'm a fan of the label, I love the artwork. So I just decided to go ahead and pick it up anyway. And then last but not least, I found 2 CDs. I found a lot more, but these are the only ones that I felt were worthy of buying. One, I don't even need this. It might go to my friend Brian, who's gotten me into the TV show. But I found the season 1 Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the album, or maybe it goes beyond season 1, but this is the artwork for season 1. Found this, it's only £4, and I figured if I don't keep it, then it's a good gift for Brian, so pick that up. And then next, I have been looking for this album everywhere. Literally anytime I go into a used physical media shop, I look for this, and I got it sealed at the HMV Vault for only £7, and that is Ella Funk by the Black Eyed Peas. If you guys haven't listened to this album, what are you doing? Elefunk and Monkey Business are the greatest double feature album I've ever experienced in my life. The amount of features on those two albums, like this one, okay, maybe all the features are on the Monkey Business album, but it has like James Brown, it has Sting, just like all these incredible classic stars that you would not expect to see on a hip hop album from the early 2000s are on Monkey Business. But Elefunk, you know, Elefunk is classic. This one came first, just like a year or two before. Super excited to have this in the collection either way. Anywho, that is everything that I got on the trip. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini vlog during my vacation. But yeah, get out there, search for some physical media, and I will see you all soon. Love you so much. Bye.